Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Sunday as we wind down the 4th of July weekend. We are ready for day 4 of the Beast of the East. It's semifinal action here at beautiful Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School. I'm Coach Dell, along with Jarrett as the color man, Jubb on the controls. Coach Stout, Coach Myers to my left, holding down the fort here, running this tournament this weekend, putting in a lot of hours. We are ready to go. Day 4. It's going to be the visiting B2, what are they, Bulls out of Cleveland, Ohio. Actually, Wickliffe, Ohio, to be exact. They have won their first game this morning. Post 1 had a bye as they were the number 1 seed. And they'll be the home team here in the semifinal game. We are just about ready to go. Seth Cover finishing up his warm-up tosses. Let me run down B2's starting lineup. Leading off, playing right field, Tyson Sandrowski. Batting second, a second baseman, Mo Dulce. I'm going to try to get all these names correct. Batting third, first baseman, Andrew Oros. Center fielder, Austin Witterick. Batting fourth. Batting fifth, the pitcher, James Miller. Batting sixth, on the catching, Dylan Newsom. Batting seventh, left fielder, Brady Trem. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Dylan Milk. And rounding out the lineup, playing third base, Will Anderson. I'll give you a little bit of history on these players. I talked to most of them before the game, but the B2 Bulls out of Cleveland, Ohio, we're set to go. Jared will run down post 1 starting lineup when they come to bat. Seth Cover kicks and deals our first pitch. 10:30 is the exact start time, as Coach Myers yelled that out. First pitch to Sandrowski. Low and away, ball 1. Ron Runnels calling the balls and strikes. Pitch number 2 down low.
Tell you what, I think just by our first guy here stepping in the box, Tyson Sandrowski, I think we're going to be in for a better game than we have seen over the past 3 days. I can tell the way this kid stepped in the box.
Do you think we're going to have maybe a 7-inning game?
I was just when I was writing down my lineup card here and my scorecard, I realized when I put my 7 down, I was like, I don't think I've even filled out that 7 column yet. So maybe we'll get to see it as that fastball in there for a strike from Cover. So maybe we'll see. I can tell. I think we're in for a good one today.
Going to be no doubt about balls and strikes as Ron Runnels calls them out loudly. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Sandrowski. Curveball bounces in front of the plate. Catcher Selman blocks it up. Defensively for post 1, missing a couple of guys today as they took off for vacation. Ethan Clark headed out of town, as is Chris Upton. Big one hopper to Rylan Robb. He'll throw across as Sandrowski slides into first. Rylan Robb almost lost his sunglasses.
Tell you what, I've really enjoyed watching Robb over the past few days play third base. He's done a really good job down there. A lot on those. We've seen a few of those high choppers that he's fielded nicely, collected himself, and squared himself and made a nice throw over to first. So hopefully Rylan Robb can keep it going down there in the hot corner.
This is and one hopper to Murray. Takes his time, gathers himself, throws across the diamond for out number 2. So 2 quick ground ball outs here for Cover. Giacomo Dulce, that was the number 2 hitter. He's headed to West Liberty. Told him that's alma mater of everybody in the press box today. Actually, all of us played at West Liberty also.
Yeah, so that's cool to hear.
Giacomo Dulce headed to West Liberty. Another hilltopper to be at the on deck. Austin Witterick. Andrew Oros now playing for the first baseman. 2 outs, nobody on. Oros headed to Walsh. I don't know, Walsh University or Walsh College?
University, I believe.
You guys know that? Walsh University or Walsh College? Do you know that? University?
We played Walsh a few times in college.
Walsh University.
They were very good.
2 balls, no strikes. Fouled away by Oros. O-R-O-S. Andrew Oros.
Some good names.
6'2", 195-pounder. Playing first base. He's a corner infielder headed to Walsh. I believe is Walsh in the
They're in the
President's F?
no, I believe they're in the GMAC, the Great Midwest Athletic Conference. I believe.
Oros. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Cover's curveball bounces in front of the plate, so the count runs full on Andrew Oros. Sandrowski, the leadoff hitter, he's headed to Lakeland Community College. That's in Kirtland, Ohio. Outfielder playing right field here in game 1. Full count pitch from Cover. Fastball check swing by Oros, fouled off to the right side. Count remains full. Just underway here on an absolute gorgeous, picture-perfect sky. Not a cloud in the sky, not too hot yet. Guys have the fan blowing up here, the air conditioner, and some cold water. Reminded that starting lineup was brought to you by Mail America. Oros draws a 2-out walk. That starting lineup, again, brought to you by Rick Delesk and the fine folks at Mail America. Jared will tell you a little bit more about Mail America as the game goes on. All our strikeouts today are going to be Form Energy strikeouts, the energy drink of Muxy Distributing. Our good friend Jeff Polino. We got a picture with him yesterday. Strike 1 to Witterick. Witterick also headed to West Liberty. Playing center field. 6 foot, 195-pounder.
Crouched way down in his stance as Cover checks over to first. Not in time, but Witterick, cleanup man, way down. Crouches pretty low. Strong-looking kid.
They got good size. I don't know. You like their uniforms?
I know they're not bad. Not bad-looking uniforms.
Interesting. Cover's pitch. That's going to be looped over second base, but no. Jake Brown takes a couple steps back and hauls it in for out number 3. No runs on no hits. B2 leaves 1. We're headed to the bottom of the first. B2 nothing. Post 1 coming to bat.
Looking for a hometown insurance agency you can trust? Since 1999, Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services has been protecting families and businesses in the northern panhandle of West Virginia and eastern Ohio. We're independent, giving you choice from top-rated national and regional carriers. And guided by a concierge-level experience, our energetic, honest, and determined team puts customers first every time. For home and auto to life and business insurance, we build relationships that matter. Need to pay a bill or access your policy online? It's easy with us. Protect your future with the agency you'd recommend to a friend. Call Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services today at 304-277-3239 or visit BernieGlennInsurance.com. Bernie Glenn Insurance, building relationships, protecting futures.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School, home of Wheeling Post 1. We are proud and happy to be able to bring these live streams and broadcast to you. We'll be joining our radio partner, the Watchdog, at 11 o'clock after the polka show. So glad to be bringing this live stream. I want to thank all our sponsors. We'll thank all those here shortly. Kim North has joined us in the box. And Jared, go ahead and give us some Mail America Post 1 starting lineup.
Yeah, we'll run down the starting lineup, that Mail America starting lineup for Post 1. A little bit different from what we've seen all weekend. We got a couple guys out, as we were saying. Leading off, playing center field, number 8, Braxton Billick. Batting second, the pitcher, hitting for himself, number 22, Seth Cover. The shortstop, number 35, Jackson Murray, hitting third. The cleanup man today, the right fielder, number 1, Zaid Billings. Down at first base and batting fifth will be number 13, Rocco Jean Domenico. In the hot corner today, batting sixth, number 7, Rylan Robb. The catcher, number 2, Jack Selman, hitting seventh. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 21, Brady Ernest. And rounding out the lineup, Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 26, Jake Brown. Just made a nice catch out there on that line drive from Austin Witterick. And we're just about set to go here. Thank you, Mail America, for bringing us those starting lineups. You usually start your day off by going to get your mail, right?
Well, no, because it doesn't come till
You maybe
newspaper first.
that's still kind of mail.
Yeah,
Used to be.
it's information.
Yeah, used to be. But here we go.
Our new leadoff hitter, Braxton Billick, usually that number 9 hitter in the lineup. He's moved from 9 to 1. Good number 9 hitter, excellent speed, good strike zone awareness. Second pitch from James Miller in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Miller headed to Slippery Rock. And Braxton Billick flies out to center field. So a quick out here in the bottom of the first. Jared had me adjust my mic.
Yeah, it was rotated. He sounded a little weird.
I'm still trying to get all my faculties together here, folks. A little rough morning. I had a 4th of July celebration. I celebrated a little too much last night.
But it was a good celebration.
I tried to act like I was 20 again. Cover lofts this one. The left fielder. The left fielder totally lost it. I don't know whether he lost it in that tough sky.
Great job by Cover. Never stopped running, is into third with a triple.
Brady Trim just...
Well, I guess that's probably going to be an error.
Brady Trim just totally either lost that in the sun or maybe it's a tough sky.
Well, and you can see the flag's blown a little bit towards right field, and that's where he missed it from. He went to his right and then kind of went back to his left. So I don't know if the wind, maybe because that ball was way up there, maybe he got caught in some wind and he had some issues. But either way, post one, we got a runner on third with 1 out for Jackson Murray.
Shortstop playing about halfway. Second baseman back on the grass.
What are we scoring that?
E7.
There. E7.
Yeah. Pitch to Murray. Up high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, the shortstop's now the shortstop's taking a few steps back. I'm not sure what the shortstop is positioning. I'm not sure if he's planning on cutting a run down at home or this is sky to center field. Should be well deep enough for Cover to trot home with the first run, and it surely is. So that air produces a run. Murray once again with another RBI sacrifice to center field. Good job of hitting by Jackson Murray, as always, with the RBI sacrifice fly. I know out there in left field, Brady Trim just head down. He just feels terrible for his pitcher and his team. But I don't know whether he lost it in the sun or the tough sky with no clouds. No.
And that's what happens when you give this team outs. They'll make you pay.
And Cover, like you said, a great job of running it out. Ended up on third. A lot of times you see guys trotting. Probably would have only got to second. Wouldn't have scored there. Second pitch to Billings, hitting in the cleanup spot today. In there for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Post 1 on the board early here. 1-0, leading the B2 Bulls out of Cleveland, Ohio. The pitch. Billings fouls it back right at the press box here.
I keep wanting to say B2 Bombers.
That's why I got a little confused when I...
Yeah, the B2 Bulls, the B2 Bomber. That's like an actual
airplane.
thing. That's a stealth bomber.
Yeah. But these are the B2 Bulls. Sort of look like universities' uniforms.
University of West Virginia.
The old gold. Billings lines this one foul down the left field line. It's going to bounce out into play, so that's going to take a minute to get that back in. They got the old gold with, I guess you would call that, what is that, a red, like a...
Yeah, not bad looking uniforms.
Red,
don't mind those uniforms.
I don't know what the official red is, but a red and black trim. A little bit of, a little white on their cap.
Yeah, pretty good looking uniforms. Not bad.
And it's black mixed in. And Zade Billings drops a base hit into left field on a 0-2 pitch. Good piece of hitting by the number 4 hitter, Zade Billings. That'll bring up the big man, first baseman Rocco D. John Domenico. His dad's mom and dad have manned the press or the concession stand. He kills us though when he turns that grill on.
Yeah, man, that smells good. I'm sure when he does here in a little bit, it'll
be interested to see what Coach Stout gets in between games today.
Billings did a nice job on that back to hit that hit. Off-speed pitch, hit it off the end of the bat, sat back just enough and was able to muscle it out to left field.
Coach, have you decided what you're going to eat? He's thinking cheeseburger. I don't know if they have the pulled pork down there again today. Had some pulled pork nachos yesterday. Not pulled pork and cheese nachos. Great cheeseburgers down there, hot dogs. Very good concession stand. 2 balls, no strikes on Dijon here early on. 1-0, post one. Dijon lifts this into right field. Right fielder a couple steps back, and he'll be there to make the play. That's Tyson Sandrowski out there in right field. So post one picks up an unearned run, and after a full inning, it's post 1-1. B2 Bulls, nothing.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
Wheeling's favorite neighborhood hangout is still the place to be. Wakeham's Bar is under new ownership, but it's still the same great spot locals have loved for years. Famous for their world-renowned hot dogs and cold craft brews, Wakeham's is the perfect place to unwind, catch the game, or kick back to live music with friends. Come see what's new right in the heart of Wheeling at 2181 National Road. Same soul, new energy, only at Wakeham's Bar.
Looking for a place to grow your career? Mail America is expanding, and we want you on our team. We're a nationally trusted name in direct mail marketing, serving over 8,000 customers coast to coast. If you're hardworking, dependable, and ready to join a company on the rise, we want to hear from you. Send your resume today to Mike W. at mailamerica.com and take the first step toward a rewarding future with Mail America. Mail America, trusted, growing, hiring.
Welcome back. Headed to the top of the second here at Patriot Field in the semifinals of the 2025 Beast of the East 4th of July tournament. We're in our final day. Top of the second. The pitcher leads off for B2, James Miller. As I mentioned, Miller headed to Slippery Rock, but not as a pitcher. He's going to go as a middle infielder. Miller 5'7", 180-pounder. Cover looks in for his sign. Top of the second, steps off the rubber. Back on top end, here we go. 1-0, post one leading. Cover kicks, deals. Pitches up high, ball one.
Wind starting to blow a little bit harder than we've seen over the weekend.
Feels good. Cover's second pitch in there, one-on-one. Ron Runnels calling the balls and strikes. You probably can hear him on the live stream yelling out that strike. Roberto Pattison out on the bases. That's going to be a nice play by Rylan Robb coming to get that. And Big Rocco holds the bag.
I love it. It's such a good play. Got it before it short hopped him. He got it on that high chop. Like I said, we've seen him do that a couple times this weekend and got it before it in between or short hopped him. And really good play thrown on the run. Rocco able to hold the bag. Great play by Rylan Robb. I'm loving seeing him play some third base.
That'll bring up Dylan Newsom, the catcher. Newsom not going to play college baseball.
Do we know if Mr. Robb is here or is he by his pool today?
Yes, Brian Robb is down there drinking a water today.
He invited us to the pool yesterday.
Yeah, we couldn't make it out. We had a party across the street, but we appreciate his invite. He said he's gonna sponsor us to head to Shepherd University for a game.
I think I saw I had my laptop up from last night and still in the chat. He said yesterday, if I can remember, I think he said bourbon, beer, and burgers for us when we go to the pool. So
There's a shot by Newsom. That's going to get down. See if Billick can cut it off. Nice job by Braxton Billick. Once again, the outfield making those little plays that in the end, at the end of the game, you're going to look back and say Braxton Billick cutting that ball off, keeping Newsom from a double. Great play. Braxton Billick, an outstanding outfielder. Great kid, too. He's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with him in the dugout. Good kid. Brady Trem, now the left fielder. Trem would like to make up for that. That's a big chopper. It's going to be a tough play for Murray, and Murray is going to tag that. Good play. Good play by Jackson Murray, taking that high chopper and tagging Newsom out, sliding into second.
yeah, and it looked like Newsom was kind of barking at the umpire a little bit, saying, and I think the umpire maybe pointed at him, saying to a warning or something. He pointed it. I don't know if he pointed at Newsom or the dugout, but either way, Newsom was saying I think he thought he was safe at second base.
Roberto Pattison, the base umpire out of Fairmont. He's doing some college baseball now. I talked to Jay DeSantis before the game. Said he's a real up-and-comer. Good to see young guys out there doing a job and taking control. He sold that call, though, man. He was right there. Can't argue that. Dylan Milk. That's his actual last name, Milk. Dylan Milk now batting, shortstop.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good name there, Dylan Milk.
He's not
Milk.
He's not playing college baseball. One of the only two guys on this roster that aren't going to play college baseball. Went to Notre Dame Cathedral Latin in Cleveland, Ohio. Not going to play college baseball. Wonder if he had a nickname. Oh,
Skim.
Coach Myers said they call him
Skim.
Skim.
Skim or Hole.
2%.
It's really good.
How about Chocolate? Cover throws over.
It's a great name. That's got to go on the all-name team.
Trem back to first base after the fielder's choice. Newsom tagged out by Murray at second. Early on, 1-0. Cover's pitch, that's driven into left center field. Trem going to hold up at second base as Ernest cuts it off. Dylan Milk, the second hit of the top of the second inning, puts runners at first and second. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Will Anderson, the third baseman. Anderson, he's headed to John Carroll University, continue his baseball career. 5'10", 180-pounder. The pitch from Cover, just a bit up. 1 ball, no strikes. Jeff Grove was up here in the box with us earlier talking about some coach and fan behavior. I'm
assuming it wasn't positive.
It was not positive. And very disappointing to hear some of the folks who were involved in it, too. Trying to teach young kids the right way to act, and you're acting exactly how you should. Nice block by Selman on a curveball in the dirt from Cover. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-0. Post 1 leads. Top of the second. I think we're in for a pretty good ball game today, Jarrett.
Yeah, I think we're definitely a different level of team from what we've seen. As that one's chopped to short. Murray got to wait on the hop. Throw it to first in time. Nice play by Jackson Murray. But as I'm saying, I think we're going to have a different level of team from what we've seen the past few days. So should be in for a good one.
Inning and a half in the books. 1-0. Post 1.
Restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes. Craving the great outdoors without giving up the comforts of home? Come camp with style at Glamp Life, your luxury retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Explore scenic trails, relax on a sandy beach, or fish in a private lake stocked with bass, bluegill, and more. Stay in lakeside A-frames, forest cabins, a retro Airstream, or roll in with your RV with full hookups and a dump station ready. Just minutes from Cambridge and a quick drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, or Cleveland. Glamp Life is your next unforgettable escape. Book today at glamplife.com.
All right, back here at Patriot Field. Beautiful Patriot Field. Little breeze blowing. The flags are standing up as usual, blowing from left to right. Miller finishing up his inning 2 warm-up pitches. The Bulls will gather at the mound, and Rylan Robb will step in. Rylan playing an outstanding third base for Post 1, headed to Shepherd University. Coach Koala was here a couple of days checking his recruits out, plus trying to look at anybody else he might be interested. I know he's got some interest in a couple other guys for Post 1. First pitch from Miller to Robb, up high, ball 1. Second pitch fouled over the press box.
I know if I was a college coach, I'd definitely have my eyes on some guys that aren't committed anywhere yet. Maybe even if they are, try to flip them. I'd definitely be here at this game today for sure. You look like you got a lot of college product out on the field today.
And I liked Andrew's approach. He told these guys, even if you don't come Shepherd, I'll help you out. One hopper to the shortstop in the dirt and can't be picked. Shortstop.
Yeah, that was a nice pick there.
Dylan Milk, first baseman Andrew Oros picked it but couldn't hold on. So the things you cannot do against Post 1 is make errors on routine plays.
Yeah, and that was a nice pick by Milk. It kind of was off to his left in between hop. He was able to pick it, but I don't think he ever had a grip on that ball.
No.
Almost looked like he threw a curveball over to first as Selman squares, pulls back, ball 1. But yeah, it looked like he never really had a grip on that. It bounced well in front of the first baseman.
Just the things you
Andrew Oros
cannot do against this Post 1 team. We can't do it in any good ball game. You gotta make the routine plays. The error in the first inning cost him a run. See if this one does too. Is Selman not? Selman lifts this one into left center field. Left fielder coming over. And he's a long throw to first. Nice try out there by the left fielder Brady Trem as he tracks down Selman's fly ball for out number 1 here in the bottom of the second. Rylan Robb reached on an error on the shortstop. He was running on the pitch. Had to hustle back to first as he was almost to second base. Trem tried to throw him out.
That was one of those plays where shortstop, we actually saw it the other day in the Mariners-Pirates game, where if you're a shortstop or a second baseman, pitch low, ball 1 to Ernest.
Try to get him to slide.
Yeah, you'd act like there was a double play turn, act like you're getting the ball from the second baseman or vice versa and try to get that guy to slide.
Absolutely.
Might have had a chance for a double play there. Fastball misses outside.
Ooh, Newsom.
To Ernest.
Newsom framed that up. He wanted that call from Ron Runnels, but couldn't get it. 2 balls, no strikes. Those are kind of plays that only guys that with real good baseball sense make. So for the first time here, Miller falls behind 3-0 on a dangerous Brady Ernest. Rylan Robb on first base, 1-0. Post 1 leads. And there's a strike in there. 3 balls, 1 strike. We will be going on the radio side here in probably about 10 minutes. Polka Showcase finishing up their Sunday show. Jeff Gadzik and his wife holding down the controls today. That's a drive into deep center field. That's going to beat the center high off the wall. Here comes Robb. He's going to keep coming. He's going to keep coming. There might be a play at the plate. Shortstop hesitated. And Brady Ernest, this ball might go into center field. Brady Ernest drives it off of the wall in center field. Rylan Robb all the way from first base, motors home. That shortstop,
Man,
double clutch.
I
There
think
might have been a play.
Well, I don't think the shortstop Milk realized where Rylan Robb was. It almost looked like he peaked at second for whatever reason, and when he turned back around, realized Robb was about halfway between third and home. I think if he gets that and fires towards the plate, we would have had a play. But either way, Brady Ernest missing a homer by about 5 feet. Got to hit the weight room, Brady.
Yeah, just a poke and got up into that little breeze we got going.
Good
so
for
again,
Brady, man. He's swinging it right now.
That error to lead off the inning cost B2 once again. So 2 unearned runs given up here by Miller. And Brown lines. Nice play
nice
by the
pick.
second base. I don't know if he's going to be able to throw Brown out. Yes,
Wow.
he is. Nice play down there by Mo Dulce. Mo Dulce slides, pops back up. Speedy Jake Brown almost legged it out, but that was a dandy play right there.
That was a really, really good play. Dulce sliding to his right.
Short hopped him, too.
Nice pick on that tough hop and popped up. Made a strong throw. Nice pick over there at first base by Oros. Really, really good play there. We've seen some good defensive plays over the past couple days. Braxton taking a peek down at third baseman to come creeping in.
Back up to the top of the order. Braxton Billick flew out to center field. His first time up in that unfamiliar leadoff spot as Chris Upton is headed to Five Fingers Lake in New York to go fishing. Nice,
Yeah,
nice
Is that
Fing-
the other name for that?
No, the Finger Lakes.
Five Fingers?
Just the Finger
Finger
Lakes.
Lakes.
Just
Oh,
the
I thought
Finger
it was
Lakes.
Five Fingers.
I think there's more than
Lakes.
5.
The Five Finger Lakes.
And Billick drives this and right. Oh, my goodness. The left fielder. The left fielder backed up on that ball. I think if he comes, he's got a shot at that. But he backs up and the ball falls in. I thought he was backing up to make a play on
Yeah,
it.
that was an interesting play. Again, I don't know if he saw that or read that off the ball. He's looking over at his center fielder, saying something. I don't know if he saw that well off the bat or not, because to me it looked like he was right there under that ball to catch it. But like you said, backed up and let that one fall in front of him with 2 outs. Man, there you gotta be diving, trying to make a play on that as Cover takes a first pitch fastball in there for strike 1.
Yeah, I think if he comes hard there, he actually probably catches that about waist high. I mean, he actually backed up a couple steps and let it drop in. So Billick delivers with the RBI single. So 3 unearned runs now for Wheeling Post 1 as errors have cost the Bulls in the first and here in the second inning. Cover hit a fly ball to left field that Trem couldn't handle in the first inning, and he came around to score Post 1's first run. You just cannot, we keep saying it, you cannot make those kinds of mistakes against Post 1. They will definitely make you pay. Off the end of the bat, Cover, Miller will gather it in and toss on to first. Miller hops off that mound. Athletic guy, Miller. But Post 1 scores 2 unearned runs on 2 hits. They leave a runner. Your new score after 2 complete. Post 1 3. B2 Bulls nothing.
Need to unplug, recharge, and reconnect with what matters? Then it's time to experience Glamp Life, a luxury outdoor retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Nestled in the rolling hills of Ohio, Glamp Life is where modern comfort meets natural beauty. Stay in a handcrafted A-frame cabin overlooking a private lake, cozy up in a vintage Airstream, or bring your own RV. We've got full hookups and a dump station ready for you. Only 15 minutes from Cambridge and just a short drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and West Virginia. Your escape is closer than you think. Spend your days hiking scenic trails, lounging on a sandy beach, or casting a line in peaceful catch and release waters filled with bass, catfish, bluegill, and more. Whether you're planning a team-building retreat, a family adventure, or a quiet weekend away, Glamp Life helps you experience the outdoors without sacrificing comfort. Book your getaway now at glamplife.com, where nature meets luxury and peace of mind is just a click away.
At Technocap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, Technocap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
All right, back here, Patriot Field, ready for the top of the third. Post 1 leading 3-0, scoring 3 unearned runs, 1 unearned run in the first, and then 2 more here in the second inning. So we head to the top of the third. The B2 Bulls back to the top of the order. Tyson Sandrowski, the right fielder, 5'11", 185-pounder, headed to Lakeland Community College in Kirtland, Ohio. He grounded out to third base his first time up. Has the smiley face on both sides of his face and eye black. I asked him about that. He said it's a smiley face because he's always happy.
It's good. Good way to be. And
guess-
no other explanation.
I guess if he was sad, it'd be
Frowny face.
a frown face.
He's got the.
There are 11 long lakes at
Oh.
the Finger Lakes.
He's going to be.
Sandrowski lifts that to Ernest in left field. He easily handles that for out number 1. So Job just reminded me it's not Five Fingers Lake. There are 11, you say?
11,
11 lakes.
formed by glaciers.
And I'm going to ask a dumb question. Do they look like fingers?
That's why they're called the
They
Finger
sure
Lakes.
do.
That's why I said it was a dumb question.
They resemble fingers running north and south.
Did they have and a line drive to Ryland Robb. Robb, the sure-handed third baseman, goes down to a knee and gloves it. So 2 quick outs for Cover. That's always nice to see. That was Mo Dulce lining out there. That'll bring up Andrew Oros. Oros is headed to Walsh University.
I think that ball the ball was tailing a little bit on Ryland, and he had to kind of adjust there. That's why he went down to his knees.
Is that why they call it the hot corner?
Yeah, I think so. They almost caught him down there.
Oros, 6'2", 195-pound corner infielder, plays both third and first. Ron Runnels with the strike call, 1 ball, 1 strike. You're reminded the winner of this game, hopefully Wheeling Post 1, will advance to the finals, which will be probably somewhere around 1:30, 2 o'clock, because we have to wait for the winner of the other side of the bracket to come down from Weirton and try to find out who's winning there, if we can track down that information, see who we may be playing. Cover, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 quick outs here in the top of the third, and Murray kicks it
No
up.
way.
1 hopper, long throw. Oh, he just laid it
man.
out. Murray
Murray
with
was
a
running
nice
into the dugout.
play.
Called him safe. Has a little discussion over there by Rocco,
Nice play.
the umpire. Man, I thought he got him, but I think Murray thought he got him too. Really good play is on the backhand. It popped up right to him. Murray grabbed it with his bare hand and fired over, but just late.
Good play. Roberto Pattison, the umpire out there, definitive safe call. I think he got it right. I
couldn't tell really. I'm looking through these tinted windows to my right.
Yeah, I think he
Tough
got
to see.
Think he got it right. Yeah. Coach Stout, Coach Myers, both think he got it right. 1-0 pitch to Austin Witterick, playing center field. Witterick headed to West Liberty. 6 foot, 195-pound outfielder. Cover's 2-0 pitch. Before he throws the pitch, he gives a toss over to keep Oros close. Top of the third. 2-0. Post 1 correction, 3-0, post one leading. The pitch from Cover. Swing and a miss. Selman snap throw down to first. Keeping Oros close down there at first. Selman playing his first year at Wheeling University this past spring. He's anxious to get back at it. He said he thinks he's got a shot at getting in the lineup. The pitch from Cover. And that's going to be a ground ball to Brown at second, and he'll toss over to Dijon for the easy ground out. So the B2 Bulls leave one stranded. Headed to the bottom of the third. It's post 1-3. The B2 Bulls, nothing.
If your business needs an ATM, call the ATM man, Stan Stasinski, a former Post 1 player and proud supporter of Wheeling American Legion Post 1 baseball. Need it fast? The ATM man offers same-day ATM placement. Are your credit card processing fees too high? Call the ATM man today at 304-215-3165. Locally owned but local service. Whether you need credit card processing or ATM placement, call the ATM man at 304-215-3165. That's 304-215-3165.
Looking for a smarter way to manage your business finances? James Taylor, CPA in Wheeling, West Virginia, is your go-to pro for hassle-free bookkeeping, payroll, tax prep, and more. Powered by secure cloud-based software. Accessible, efficient, personalized. With 15-plus years of experience, James brings peace of mind to your numbers so you can focus on what matters most, growing your business. Call 304-905-8372 or visit jamestaylorcpa.com. Accounting made simple, the way it should be.
Back here at Patriot Field, home of Wheeling Post 1. Happy to bringing you all these games. Job, are we now on the radio?
Not yet. I'm giving the news to run off, and then we'll hop on.
Probably after this half inning, we will then be also on the radio. So, and if you're watching the live stream, check in.
I also might test out our instant replay today.
Uh-oh.
See if I can get that working.
We'll see if Roberto Patterson has been spot on his close calls. Jackson Murray with a terrific play in the top of the third, just missed throwing out Andrew Oros. First pitch from Miller in there for a strike. The second pitch low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Having a loud umpire helps me out.
Oh, helps everybody out. Ground ball to the third baseman. He'll throw in the dirt. And first baseman Andrew Oros getting his money's worth over there today.
Yeah, but heck, I guess if it gave him a long enough hopper, it wasn't too hard on him. But if you got the turf, you might as well use it.
Well, I think Oros would rather have it at his belt than have to pick. So Murray with a ground out to third. 1 quick out here in the bottom of the third. Post 1 has scored 3 times, all 3 unearned. 2 costly errors. Zaid Billings, interesting bunt for a hit there, Jared. Almost pulled the Don Tennant square around.
Yeah, that cleanup man bunt for a hit. I like it, but unsuccessful. Was like you said, kind of took his right foot and
almost squared around. The
put his
Don Tennant school of bunting.
Foot on the plate there, but
the 0-1 pitch from Miller. Curveball drops in. Boy, big 12-6 curveball there. That thing dropped.
Yeah, that was what Murray hit into the ground.
Miller rocks. He deals. And it hits Billings, our first hit batsman of the day. Well, I don't know. Was there any hit batsman in game 1? I'm asking coaches.
Well, we
should have let a sponsor know to hop on the hit by pitch.
They would have got a lot of publicity in this tournament.
How
about walks?
Yeah, walks, hit by pitch.
Man, if you're a walk sponsor, you're going to hear your name a lot.
What about a 3-2 count? That would be a good sponsor.
All right, that'll bring up Rocco D. Johnny flew out to right field his first time. Billings out there.
They got to give a quick shout out here to Bobby Bobby checking in from Interstate 75 in northern Michigan, watching Dylan Newsome on B2. So Newsome right behind the dish right
Boy.
now. Thanks for checking in, Bobby.
Nice catcher, Newsome. Surprised he's not going to college to play. He's a good receiver back there.
Yeah, he is. He is a. I actually was just noticing he gets it. And he just flicks it right back to the pitcher.
I like to see his run. I like to see his arm.
Yeah. See if we can predict the future here, Bobby. Give you a throw down.
Ooh, nice job by Miller to
Dylan.
hold Billings close.
But thanks for tuning in, Bobby. We appreciate it. Anybody else in here in the stream? Tell us where you're watching from.
He's
who
on.
who you're rooting for, who your favorite player is. Do you like hamburgers or hot dogs?
Pitch
Since
to-
it's Independence Day weekend.
2-0 pitch to Dijon in there for a strike. Wonder where he's headed on interstate. What interstate's he on?
Interstate 75.
Where's that?
Northern Michigan, he said.
Okay, so he's going north and south.
We've had some people from up north checking in.
We like that.
A few Canadians in the chat yesterday.
Coach Myers headed to Canada here soon.
Let's look where Interstate 75 goes.
Well, you know it's north and south, correct? Odd
That's right,
numbered
odd number.
interstates.
They go north and south.
Billings leads off first. Pitch to Dijon. That's going to stay fair and head down the line. Billings will be on his way to third. Rocco should roll into, and they're going to send him. They're going to send Billings. There could be a play at the plate. Oh, wow. I cannot believe the third baseman didn't throw that ball home.
That's twice now where we've seen on a relay where both the shortstop and the third baseman didn't throw the ball home, kind of were in between, and Billings slides head first into home, and post one takes a 4-0 lead.
Coach Caprosi headed out to the mound. I literally, I can't believe that Will Anderson didn't gun that home. I think there would have been a definite play on Billings at the plate. Do you agree?
Yeah, and I like the aggression though from Coach Castello, sending Billings home.
Great job, Dijon, with the double, the RBI double.
Although they had one out, would have been second and third, but Coach Salt decided to wheel him home. Billings not the fastest guy, but was able to get in there.
I think Billings might have been surprised that Coach Castello was wheeling him. I don't think he was going to – I thought he was going to think he was going to pull up at third, and he kept wheeling him, and Billings just put his head down. And I don't know. I think, honestly, I think Will Anderson guns that with a good throw. There was a definite play at the plate.
Is there anything more exciting than a play at the plate? Nice, close play at the plate. Everybody's waiting to see what the umpire is going to call.
Yep. I think there would have been one there, too, with a good throw home. So, no matter what, 4-0 now. 4-0. Post one leads. Quality opponent here. Been a little question mark defensively by the Bulls so far. Got the best team we've seen post one play yet, for sure, don't you think?
Yeah, no doubt. No, and it's for good reason, too. We're in the semifinal of the Beast.
Try to find out who's winning that other side. Moundsville's up there. There's going to be a one-hopper, the shortstop, long throw. And a long throw by the shortstop, Dylan Milk. The good stretch over there by Andrew Oros to record out number 2.
It's a nice play.
I'd say one of the biggest differences has been the pitching so far.
Yes.
Yeah, how many balls have we seen go to the backstop
I was
so
just
far?
going to say that would have been another good sponsor job. Wild pitches and pass balls.
That could have been sponsored by like a collision repair. But it had been JCB ×2 collision and auto.
Urgent care.
Yeah. By the way, Interstate 75 is a major north-south interstate highway in the United States, stretching from Miami, Florida to Salt. I don't know what that is. Something Marie, Michigan. So all the way from Miami to Michigan. Your Interstate 75 information.
Okay, Kim North just said that he overheard in the dugout that Moundsville must have advanced to the finals or the semifinals up in Weirton, and they're currently leading 1-0. I don't know. They would be playing I'll look that up. I had the bracket. And Selman lifts this to center field. That looks like it's going to drop, and it will indeed, John. Ooh, and Selman going to dig into second. And he is going to be in there sliding with a hustling double. RBI double for Jack Selman. Post one starting to heat up a little bit here in the bottom of the third as they tack on a couple more runs. Now stretch their lead to 5-0.
Yeah, that was a great read by Selman. That took a high bounce, and the center fielder kind of had to back up. Was Austin Witterick. He kind of almost, it didn't bounce over his head, but had to take a couple steps back. And when he did, Selman was able to get in a second. That big run to get out into scoring position with 2 outs here, and we'll actually have a pinch runner for Selman. Well, not a pinch runner, a courtesy runner for Selman, and Donovan Jones will head out to second base. See if Brady Ernest can't come through one more time. Last time up, drove one high off the center field wall, missed a homer by about 5 feet.
Pitch from Miller upstairs. Ball one. Rocco just getting a visitor up here. We got a 4-legged friend up here in the press box now. A nice, beautiful black lab. This guy is not missing any meals. What do you say, buddy? We got a beautiful black lab up here in the press box with us.
First dog visiting us today.
Had a couple during the Wheeling Park season.
As Ernest fouls that one straight back.
Looking for, see, let me update. And Weirton Blaze played Moundsville post 3, and Moundsville must have beat them, and they are playing West Hills 26, and we're up 1-0 probably early in that game. So oh, there's a drive by Ernest into left field. Selman, no, that's the pinch runner. Donovan Jones is going to be a play at the plate. He slides in safely. And Donovan Jones
on the throw, because the throw missed the cutoff, man. Ernest takes second base. Brady Ernest again coming through. That ball was smoked.
So post one starting to pour it on the B2 Bulls right now. Now leading 6-0 here in the bottom of the third. That'll bring up Jake Brown. Brown grounded to second his first time up. The pitch from Miller. Upstairs. Ball one.
If I'm not mistaken, by the bracket, we could potentially have a post 1, post 3 championship matchup if Moundsville was able to win.
That's potential. We've taken care of post 3 several times. Brown skies this one. He needs to run this out. He needs to keep running because this could be problems. And it definitely is a problem. And the first baseman, Andrew Oros, can't haul it in.
Yep, good call there. You could tell right off the bat that the sun, the wind, the high sky today was going to be a problem on that one.
So another unearned run for post 1.
Yeah, and Ernest running the whole way, is able to score standing up.
I knew that when that ball went up in the air that high, wind blowing straight out to left field now, that American flag standing almost straight up. So anything up in the wind here now is going to take off. Back to the top of the order. 8th man to bat in the inning for post 1, Braxton Billick. 1 for 2 on the day, hitting in that leadoff spot because Chris Upton is at the
Finger Lakes, not the 5, more than 5.
The 11 Finger Lakes. Billick throws his bat out, fouls it off to the right side.
Hits right off the Bud Light tent down there, on down the first base line.
That probably is, I would imagine, Jeff Polina's.
Yep, that hit right off the top of the Bud Light sign.
I might have to see if he can get us a Bud Light tent. Like
yeah, it's a nice looking tent. I would have said, like you were saying, that with the wind now kind of calmed down, but if the wind would have been blowing back in the second inning when Brady Ernest hit that one deep off the center field wall, that might have been a homer, but this is going to be a tough play as Braxton Billick bounces one to third. No throw.
And an infield single for the speedy Billick. His second hit of the day. Post one trying to break this wide open. I have to say I helped out Moxie last night. I hope Jeff Polina's proud of me and happy that I helped out the cause for Moxie as I
We support our sponsors, that's for sure.
Did my due diligence.
Ninth man to bat in the inning here for post one.
Cover fouls this one off. Miller staying out on the mound.
You remember Jackson Murray grounded out.
Grounded out. Looked like it was going to be a quiet inning.
Yeah, it was grounded out to third.
And Billings hit by a pitch.
On an 0-2 pitch.
Yes. So what started out as a quiet inning is now suddenly turned into a 5-run third inning and stretched the lead now to 7-0. So post one threatened to
it's amazing.
End the game early again.
Yeah, it's amazing what this team could do. Like we said, it started out as a quiet inning, and then all of a sudden they put 5 on the board because you make one little mistake, you give them one bag, you give them one out. They will take advantage of it.
See if Cover can deliver here. 0 for 2 on the day. He hit that fly ball to left field that left fielder misplayed. Hit one off the end of the bat back to Miller. The pitch from Miller, curveball. That's going to be a ground ball to shortstop, and he's going to flip over second for the easy out. So uncharacteristic of Seth Cover, 0 for 3. Yeah, he'll get it. So post one comes up with 4 runs on 4 hits. Leave a couple. Your new score after 3 complete. Post 1, 7. B2 Bulls, nothing.
For over 140 years, Belmont Savings Bank has been more than just a bank. We've been your neighbor, your supporter, and ingrained in your community. Cheering at Little League games to supporting our local schools and businesses, we've been here, growing together. And it's all because of you. Your trust, your dreams, your everyday moments help keep Belmont Savings Bank moving forward. So let's keep writing this story together. And when it's time to start your next chapter, Belmont Savings Bank will be here to lend a hand. Belmont Savings Bank. How may we help you today?
Welcome back in here to Patriots Field. Post one has a 7-0 lead heading to the top of the 4th inning. Take this time to tell you a little bit about TNY Payroll Pros, your hometown resource for expert tax, accounting, and financial services. Whether you're a business owner looking for smart bookkeeping solutions or just need help navigating your personal taxes, James Taylor and his team have the experience and dedication to get the job done right. Conveniently located in the Ohio Valley and trusted by clients for over 30 years. Visit JamesTaylorCPA.com to learn more, as well as all of our sponsors. Here today, TechnoCap Closures, Mail America, who brought you your starting lineups. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Burning Glen Insurance, ATM Man Stan Stazensky, Wakeham's Bar, Schmidt Brothers Sunoco, S&D Painting, Glamp Life, Tenant Law Office, Belmont Savings Bank, and Muxie Distributing. As we were saying, our Form Energy strikeouts. Haven't seen too many of those today.
Actually, there have
only one.
No,
or actually none.
No strikeouts
We have no
yet.
Form Energy strikeouts today.
Wow.
We are in the top of the 4th inning.
Cover having a nice outing. 3 hits given up. 1 walk. Hasn't hit anybody. First pitch from Cover to the pitcher, James Miller. Miller headed to Slippery Rock as a middle infielder. Stocky guy, 5'7", 180-pounder. 12 out of the 14 players on their roster headed to play college baseball. Cover's 2-0 pitch swung on, fouled off to the side. Miller asked Ron Runnels if it was a ball 3, and I think Runnels did tell him that would have been ball 3. 2-1 pitch from Cover inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Did I hit my truck?
I heard a smack.
My truck may have got hit by a
Good thing it's not a new truck.
and a ground ball to Brown, easily handled. Tossed over to Dijon. One quick out here for Cover. Well, you love those outs, those ground balls, having your good defense behind you.
Jub, you know the nickname for Slippery Rock, people say? Slimy Pebble.
Right.
I swear, that's not a lie. I've from the Slippery Rock alums, Slimy Pebble.
Dylan Newsom at the plate.
I'd have to hear from a Slippery Rock.
If there's any
alumni.
Slippery Rock students or alumni in the stream right now, let us know if you've ever heard of that term, Slimy Pebble.
Slimy Pebble.
No balls, 2 strikes on Newsom. We had his one
Yes,
of his
yeah,
fans.
Bobby was in the chat checking in from I-75.
Wonder where Bobby's headed. Wonder if he's going fishing.
Maybe he's going, yeah, northern Michigan. Wonder what part of
Seneca Lake is a finger lake. If you didn't know
that.
Maybe that's where Upton's going.
How long ago you think the Finger Lakes formed?
3 million years ago.
2 million years.
I was close.
Myers, taught that in his history class, I'm sure.
Which one do you think is the deepest?
The thumb.
2 balls, 2 strikes here on Dylan Newsom. Cover delivers high and away.
Do you have that information?
Seneca Lake is the deepest.
Is the deepest.
618 feet.
Oof, that's deep.
Full count.
That's scary.
On Newsom.
Cuyahoga is the longest.
There's probably some anglerfish down there.
Cover's pitch. That's a fly ball to deep right center field.
Billick never saw it.
Never saw that ball, and that is going to bounce up against the wall. Newsom going to round second. He's going to head to third as Ernest had a hard time picking it up. And Dylan Newsom.
That was Billings
Billick
out there.
literally never saw that ball.
Billings never saw it, and then Zaid Billings had trouble picking it up out in right center.
Hopefully Bobby's still watching.
Correction.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Billings is in right. I'm used to Ernest being out there, but he's in left because Upton is not here today. So Billings just had a...
Yeah, so Bobby.
Dylan Newsom with the 1-out triple. That'll bring up Brady Trem, the left fielder. Trem headed to Hiram College.
Yeah, say hopefully Bobby was still. Yeah, there's Bobby. Bobby's back said he's headed to Cedarville, Michigan for some boating fun. So Bobby gets to have some boating fun, and he just watched Newsom hit a triple. So a good day there for you, Bobby. Thanks for checking in. And we also have Brian back in. He said, I am back again today just for the Finger Lake talk. Thank you, Brian.
Send us any information you know about the Finger Lakes.
Yes, the Finger Lakes have been a big topic this weekend.
No balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Cover with his first strikeout. The Form Energy first strikeout of the day for either team.
I was getting afraid. I hadn't put that banner up there because we haven't seen any of those.
It's a really good pitch from Cover. 0-2, fastball elevated. Trem swung right through it. We'll bring up the milkman, Dylan Milk.
Oh, is that what we're going to call him?
Well, I don't know.
What about Dud?
What about leche? You know what that means?
No.
Milk in Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, curveball drops in, fooled Milk. And that curveball was nasty.
Could you say it's spoiled milk?
Wow.
We're going to have all kind of different adjectives for Dylan Milk.
Dylan Milk.
Cover's 0-1 pitch. Curveball, this time blown away, but Milk offered and falls behind in the count 0-2.
Good block there by Selman.
I bet Cover's going fastball up here. That's my call. What do you call?
We just went a fastball up on an 0-2 pitch to
He's thrown 2 straight
Trem.
curveballs to Milk.
I'm going to say you go back to the curveball here.
I'm saying see where Selman sets up.
He's going to go up, it looks
He's
like.
going to go up. And it was
Fastball
fastball up.
I like the idea. I like it.
Now he's going to go back to curveball away. Frog in my throat there. Or a toad, maybe. Pitch from Cover, curveball. That's going to be a 3-hopper. Murray slides to his left and guns Milk out at first. Nice play on the move by the sure-handed Jackson Murray. He can not only hit, but he can field also. No runs, 1 hit, leave 1, 3.5 in the book, 7-0 post 1.
Looking for a hometown insurance agency you can trust? Since 1999, Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services has been protecting families and businesses in the northern panhandle of West Virginia and eastern Ohio. We're independent, giving you choice from top-rated national and regional carriers. And guided by a concierge-level experience, our energetic, honest, and determined team puts customers first every time. For home and auto to life and business insurance, we build relationships that matter. Need to pay a bill or access your policy online? It's easy with us. Protect your future with the agency you'd recommend to a friend. Call Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services today at 304-277-3239 or visit BernieGlennInsurance.com. Bernie Glenn Insurance, building relationships, protecting futures.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit TechnoCapClosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
Wheeling's favorite neighborhood hangout is still the place to be. Wakeham's Bar is under new ownership, but it's still the same great spot locals have loved for years. Famous for their world-renowned hot dogs and cold craft brews, Wakeham's is the perfect place to unwind, catch the game, or kick back to live music with friends. Come see what's new right in the heart of Wheeling at 2181 National Road. Same soul, new energy, only at Wakeham's Bar.
Looking for a place to grow your career? Mail America is expanding, and we want you on our team. We're a nationally trusted name in direct mail marketing, serving over 8,000 customers coast to coast. If you're hardworking, dependable, and ready to join a company on the rise, we want to hear from you. Send your resume today to Mike W. at mailamerica.com and take the first step toward a rewarding future with Mail America. Mail America, trusted, growing, hiring.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Watchdog. We're on the radio now as well as the live stream.
We are not on the radio now. We're waiting. There's 15 minutes left in Sunday morning mass, and I felt like it might be a little rude if we cut that off. So.
All right, so we're not on the radio yet as they're concluding the Sunday service. We have a pitching change. Aaron Wychuk doesn't have his name on his back, number 84. Wychuk, 5'10", 150-pounder. He's headed to Lakeland Community College as a pitcher. Got a funky delivery, Jared. Did you see him?
I actually didn't. I was writing down our lineup cards and everything here. We have a few changes. Dylan Milk now out of the game. Miller goes from the mound to shortstop. So Rosin on the right side of the mound had to put it back behind the bump. Jackson Murray leading off for post 1.
Funky,
have an interesting windup as he hits the deck. On his first pitch, looks like he slipped. Yeah, funky delivery. He kind of steps. I got to watch this again now.
Steps, wide open.
Keeps that heel showing.
Yeah, so he starts closed. He comes set closed and then opens up when he comes to the plate.
Man,
that is a heck of a delivery there. Aaron Wychuk.
He goes from his left foot on the third base side when he starts, and it ends up on the first base side. Interesting open throwing motion. Murray leading off. 0 for 1 on the day with a sacrifice fly, RBI. Post 1 threatening to end the game early again. 2 balls, 1 strike on Jackson Murray. Murray having an absolute phenomenal season, to say the least. And he drives a ball into left field for his first hit of the day. Many on the weekend.
You knew he wasn't going to go hitless today. That's for sure.
That'll bring up Zade Billings. Billings singled in the first inning and was hit by a pitch to start that big 4-run third inning. Murray on first with nobody out. Post 1 threatening to blow this thing wide open. Billings,
Nice,
oh my
beauty.
goodness. He better
And
let
it's
that
gonna
roll,
go
and it is going to
foul.
roll. Wow.
Man, that hit, and it looked like it was going to stay fair. Then it just like, I like turned on another gear there. That was kind of weird. It must have had some spin on it. It started out like it was going to roll right down the line, but then took a hard turn left.
Myers, you might have to cut that lip down.
We get the grass is getting too high.
Waiting on Billings to walk back.
Collect his.
I don't know what's
his breath.
I don't know if he's hurt or something.
I think he busted it all the way down the line. I think he ran through the bag. He thought that was going to stay fair, so now got to come all the way back and do it again.
Took his good old time getting back to home, so we're about ready to go here.
As Brian was checking in, said he was back today for the Finger Lake talk. He said he's also an expert on finger sandwiches, Job.
I would say at one point in my life, I've been an expert on those too.
So the 0-1 pitch to Billings coming. Swinging a foul over the press box. 1, no balls, 2 strikes on Billings. Jackson Murray on first after that leadoff single. Post 1 leading 7-0. Murray leading off first. Big lead. He may be taking off. I think this delivery to home is suspect of stolen bases, I would say. Pitch to Billings, stays upstairs. Billings must use Jackson's bat now.
Yeah, it looks like. I think he has been using it. I actually noticed it when left it on the plate for him.
I guess I would try to use Murray's bat too.
Yeah, that thing is hot
pitch.
coming off of it.
Flares it into right field. Right fielder comes in, makes the catch. That's Brady Trem, who moved over from left field to right field, makes the catch, tries to double Murray off first, but unsuccessful. Zade Billings giving Rocco some tips on what Aaron Wychuck throws. Always good to see communication like that. You never know. Might tell Dijon.
I thought it was funny back when I was playing in college, and we'd see a guy that's pretty darn good pitcher, and somebody would get out before and come back. 'Cause that one's tapped in front of the plate. Going to be a tough play.
Oh, and he can't handle
bobbles it, trying to pick it up with his bare hand. It looked like he slipped right out of the hand, and maybe a little sweat.
But the
result of that.
Rule that an E1, as he would have definitely thrown Dijon out at first, but he drops the ball and now puts runners at first and second. So what would they say? How's he throw?
Yeah, so you'd say, what's this guy got? No, he's nothing. And meanwhile, he's pumping like
88,
90, like in on your hands.
And
As that one gets away, that's actually a pretty big pass ball there. As that 8th run for post 1 headed down to 3rd.
Well, actually 10. If they can get to 10 here in this inning, it's over.
But yeah, anyway, you'd have a guy that you were on deck coming up. The guy before you strikes out or like hits a fly ball or ground ball. Hey, what's he got? And,
not much.
Not much, man. Just that fastball's got nothing on it. And meanwhile, it's running a foot in on your hands. And so thanks for that one, man.
Ron Runnels calls a strike on our new batter, Rylan Robb. Rylan's twice hit to the shortstop. Infield in for B2. Trying to cut down Murray's at third. Dijon, after that little squibber in front that the pitcher couldn't handle.
The grill is fired up.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
I'm smelling the grill.
I am so ready for a cheeseburger.
You could probably take out, what, 2 bites, 3 bites?
That's gonna be in trouble. 7-0.
Hide the burgers.
Curious to see what we had to remove the rosin bag again. Curious to see what post 1 does here, what Coach Salt's going to have Murray do, if he's going to go on contact or
I would say
see it
with no
through
outs.
here with nobody
oh, no,
out.
Sorry, yeah.
Or yes, 1 out, sorry,
out.
the
One
fly
out.
ball to right field.
Yeah, I would say he's running on contact. The pitch. Rob a swing and a miss. Rylan Robb trying to.
Man, I think Rylan wants that one back. Reset himself. That was a good-looking 3-1 fastball there from Wychuk that he just barely missed.
Actually, it was a 2-0.
Or, excuse me, 2-0.
2-0.
Sorry,
Pitch to Rob. That's going to stay outside. Good eye by Rylan Robb.
Now 3-1.
Now,
3-1, right?
3-2.
3-2. Sorry, man.
All right, Jared, get back with
Yeah,
us.
sorry. I was looking at the. I don't know why I looked at the scoreboard on my stream here because it's obviously behind.
So the full count pitch to Rob. Oh, and he is going to take strike 3 right there. Rylan Robb maybe got caught guessing a little bit there.
That'll be a Form Energy strikeout for Aaron Wychuk.
Selman now with 2 outs trying to cash in on both these runners in scoring position. Murray at third after his leadoff single. And Dijon reached on that squibber in front of the plate that Wychuk come in and couldn't handle. Then they both moved up on a wild pitch.
If you're in the stream right now, check in. Again, we had Bobby and Brian check in. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, how your weekend went, if we should go get a hot dog or a hamburger after this.
Or pulled pork. Or nachos.
Yeah.
Don't forget a hot dog.
I've had $2 in my wallet for like months because I rarely carry cash, and I probably should, but I had $2 in my wallet. I didn't know what I was going to use it for. Perfect yesterday, $2 nachos.
There we go. Pitch to Selman,
Now
stays upstairs.
Now I have $0 in my wallet. But I do have my Belmont Savings Bank debit card.
3-0 on Selman. Digs in, probably taking here. And he is. 7-0. Selman represents the game-ending run in a mercy rule if that could potentially happen.
That flag's blown straight out to center field.
Well, he delivers a long drive to left field. That might end the game, and it will! Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Selman has just ended this ball game with a 3-run dinger. And B2 is going to head to the dugout, and Post 1 is going to advance to the finals as Selman got it up into the wind. He got all of it, and it cleared left field, and Post 1 gives the big boom. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, is over. So the 7th game that Post 1 has played, and we were wrong, Jarrett. It did not go.
Honestly, actually quicker than a lot of the other ones. Only 4 this time.
Yeah, we'll grab Selman. We'll grab Selman and Cover. See if we can talk to those two guys. I really didn't believe that this one was going to end by the mercy rule, but Post 1 again with that vaunted offense gets the job done.
That's amazing. And I just saw the wind picked up towards left center field. And right as I say that, Selman gets one up into the wind. I don't even know if the wind helped that one. That ball was crushed out the left center. Reese Davis, our man, checking in on the stream. Says he's rooting for the boys. He's headed to Florida. Let's go, Selmo. Pump the chest. Great to see. Post 1 headed to the Beats of the East Championship. We'll await the winner of the games up in Weirton don't know the scores of either of those or that game going on right now. We'll see if we can get some guys up in the booth now, but if not, we'll definitely get them maybe before the next game or
we got
maybe during the break.
We got Selman and Cover headed up this way.
Maybe I'll give maybe Job and I both will give them the headphones, and you could take the reins here.
Yeah, you can stay on if you have a question, and we'll grab whoever comes up first. We'll grab them. We're gonna be on this camera over
Jack
here, Job.
Selman ends this ball game with a 3-run homer. Guess technically he called a walk-off homer.
All right,
we got the man right here.
We are joined now
He's made
by
it up here quick, huffing and puffing.
We appreciate him too, because that gives us a little more time to get some lunch and take a
Yes,
break.
thank you, Jack.
Handed his plaque. Jack Selman just ended the game with a 3-run bomb. Jack, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Well, off the bat, did you think it was gone?
I knew I had a chance. I was sitting middle wind. Hopefully, gave me a good pitch to hit, and I elevated and got the job done.
Yeah, I got it up in that wind also.
Yes, sir.
The words weren't even out of my mouth. I said Selman represents the game-ending run. So you guys have played 7 games now, haven't gone 7 innings yet. Talk a little bit about the role you guys are on right now.
Yeah, we're red hot. We got great arms who always give us a chance on the mound, and 1 through 9 our lineup can swing it. So we're gonna try to stay hot and win this thing.
So you think you're going to get the second game off, or are you going to be behind the plate?
I'll be behind the plate because they're pinch running for me to give me a little rest. So I got game 2.
All right, well, that's Jack Selman. Jack, congratulations! Awesome way to end the game. Appreciate
Thanks, sir.
you.
Appreciate you guys.
All
Thank
right,
you.
we're gonna. Yeah, he's got his
The
fans
guys are-
down there. All right, hand those headsets to.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time.
Hey,
Yes,
Reese was checking in and told you to pump the chest.
Well, get that. Wipe that. We got
Yeah,
to
gotcha.
wipe
We'll
the
wipe-
headsets.
we'll wipe the headset
We don't
down
want
for
Cover to
Seth.
get any kind of disease from Selman. His teammates down there. Yeah, we got Seth Cover. Seth, outstanding effort once again. We post one again for the 7th time in 4 days. Ends the game before 7 innings. Talk a little bit about the role you guys are on, just like Jack did.
Yeah, like Jack said, the bats are red hot. And out there pitching, you're so comfortable when you have a defense like that that gets behind you and makes plays. And with the bats in the lineup, I know that we can get a good lead and stay comfortable.
Yeah, but big news. 0 for 3 today at the plate.
Yeah. Hit a few barrels, but pitching's the most important part. When our bats are that hot, it'll come around.
Yeah, awesome job. Did you feel in control from the first pitch today?
Yes, sir. It always feels good to get out there. I love being on the mound. That's where I feel most comfortable. And from the first pitch, I knew it was going to be a good day.
Yeah, no, Jarrett and I and Jubb were talking before the game started. We thought this was going to be a battle. Well, just looking at their roster, they have 12 of their 14 guys are college-bound players or playing college ball. So we thought they'd really give you a battle. But you really settled in and handled them well.
Yes, sir. Like I said, I have a great defense behind me, great bats to back that up and score some runs.
Yeah, now sit back and see who heads back from Weirton, and good luck to you guys. You guys are on a roll. Let's win this thing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that's Seth Cover, the winning pitcher, and we can say he went the distance, but the distance was what, 4 innings?
Yeah, technically a complete game. Game shutout.
Complete game, 4
That
innings.
means pitchers BP usually.
Yeah, so your final score is Post 1 takes care of another team in quick fashion, 4 innings, 10-0, 10 runs on 10 hits again. And again, B2 committed a couple errors early that opened the floodgates for Post 1, and you just can't, we keep saying it, you can't give Post 1 those opportunities. You have to make the plays against them. So we just still don't know who we're playing. We'll try to get an update here on potentially who we're going to be playing. I would say probably, what do you think, 1:30?
Yeah, it just depends, I guess. It's a kind of a long trip down here from Weirton. So kind of I guess, would you say you drew the short straw if you're playing up there and then got to drive all the way down here to play another game in the championship? I think that's kind of a tough draw, I would imagine.
Yeah, you sit in a car for 40, 45 minutes.
I don't like, it is what it is. It's how the tournament's set up, but that's a tough thing to do. You know, if you win the semifinal game, you're up, you're ready to go, and then you got to sit in the car, like you said, for half an hour to come all the way down here to Wheeling. So hopefully that works in Post 1's favor. As we're about set, I'd say probably maybe let's say 1:30ish.
Yeah, I'd probably say closer to 2. I would think it's almost noon now. They're probably still playing up there, so by the time they finish, get here, warm up, I'd say closer to 2 o'clock. So
okay,
gives us time to get lunch, gives us time to relax here a little bit, and we'll be back probably I'd say somewhere in the vicinity of 2 o'clock. We'll check in and let you know, and we're just wrapping things up. As Dan from Slobovia just stopped up with his Detroit Tigers hat on, and so we're gonna head back to local program or national program, our programming. But we're Jubb is moving us along, so we'll be back here somewhere around 2 o'clock for the final game of the Beast of the East here at Patriot Field, home of Wheeling Post 1. On behalf of Jarrett, Jubb, Coach Myers, Coach Stout, we'll see you soon. Your final score, Wheeling Post 110, B2 Bulls